Hey Pokemon champions, what's going on? It's Champion DarkBlaze here, and welcome to part 3 of the Team Blaze storyline. So if you've been enjoying the series so far, don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't to join the Champion Squad. And today we're going to continue into the post-game of Diamond, Pearl, and or Platinum and see what is going on with Team Blaze. What has happened after you defeat them at VeilStone City? Well, if you want to find out more about what's going on, then grab some friends, grab some snacks, and let's go. Let's continue the story.
Alright, I choose you!
So, the post-game begins as all the other post-games do in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. You are now invited to the fight area, or the battle area, whatever it's called, on the island east of Sinnoh City. Now that you're the champion, you have access to go there. You get to the fight area, you are heading to the battle tower or the battle frontier if it's in Platinum. You know, you're talking with all the people, but then you see me come in. You and Barry are there, and you automatically see me, and you say, I have no right to be there, I'm an evil person, I can't be trusted. However, I tell you that no. I'm a changed man. I'm not the same person that tried to steal the Lake Trio. I've turned over a new leaf. I truly am good. I've seen the error of my ways. And Tower Tycoon Palmer will even defend me. But, however, you still don't trust me, so you, the player, are going to fight me in a 3-on-3 battle to see if I've really changed, and I'm going to prove myself. However, you'll beat me, but Tower Tycoon Palmer is going to defend me, and I will be using a Pidgeot, Sceptile, and Tyrantrum. This being a little nod to all the Pokemon I caught in my backstory before I became an evil team leader. So I'm trying to use different Pokemon. Our first battle was at VeilStone City, our second is in the gym, third battle is right now, and we have plenty more battles to come. But I lose. You really don't believe me, but I've managed to persuade all the people in the fight area and the surrounding vicinity that I really am good. I'm not evil anymore. I've turned over a new leaf. You're very, very skeptical about this and really don't trust me. I'm able to persuade everyone I'm good even though I'm completely lying through my teeth about this. But that's it. I then become the new Tower Tycoon. Palmer retires right then and there. But you can then challenge Palmer to a direct battle and take him and his Rhyperior on in a battle. After that, you then head to the survival area and travel the routes of the island. After getting to the survival area, you will then notice or be told by an NPC that they've noticed some people on the routes leading to Stark Mountain, that there are these characters in red and black uniforms doing suspicious activity that no one really quite knows what they're doing, but it definitely looks suspicious. And after hearing about these characters and training in the survival area, you then begin to head to Stark Mountain because you know you have to deal with this. And your first instance of thinking about this is that it's gotta be Team Blaze. People in red and black costumes, I mean, who else is wearing that kind of color? Certainly not me. I mean, I'm not a Team Blaze grunt or admin or whatever. Nope. Anyway, you are now on your way to head to Stark Mountain. Now that you begin to head to Stark Mountain, you're going to explore more of the island. Now, there's two routes, one from the survival area and one from the resort area that lead to Stark Mountain. It is the sea route area and the desert route area that lead to Stark Mountain. Now, whichever one you start with, you have to go to the other one. If you start with the sea route, you're going to battle Team Blaze grunts there, who are just, for some odd reason, just shocking Pokemon, making sure that no one can interfere. And there's going to be wildfires on the desert route because there's also trees there as well, but there's going to be wildfires on both routes. You're going to have to put them out, stop these Team Blaze grunts from doing these evil acts, and you're going to knock them both out and then head to Stark Mountain. And all of these grunts are here because they are trying to fulfill my mission I assigned to them to capture another legendary Pokemon. Is it Heatran? No. Who wants to capture Heatran? Come on. It's cool, but no. The legendary Pokemon we are after is none other than the Titan Bird of Fire, Moltres. It has been sighted heading to Mount Stark on its annual summit to Mount Stark to replenish some power. With the volcanic environment, Moltres gets a powerful load of power bestowed upon it each year. And Team Blaze has been tracking its migration to Stark Mountain. This also ties into the reason you saw me at the Battle Tower. I was at the Battle Tower, or Battle Frontier if it's Platinum. I was at that facility training my Pokemon so I could be strong enough to challenge and take on Moltres and capture it. I was also doing that so I could gain the trust of the people there, but you know, it's more so I can get Moltres. Now Moltres might be a main point in the plot right now, but if you're asking if I'm Team Valor, no, I'm Team Instinct. I love Zapdos the most, but Moltres just fits with the theme of my team better. You finally make your way to Stark Mountain and you are greeted by the guy with the red hair. I forget his name, but he's like a treasure hunter and he has a clay doll, so he will assist you, Barry, and Dawn in traversing Stark Mountain to stop whatever plan Team Blaze is doing and whatever plan they have for Moltres. However, these grunts that you're gonna battle from the Flame, Thunder, and Earth divisions are going to be a lot tougher in Stark Mountain. They have done their fair share of training at the battle facilities as well. They are now upgraded to Ace Grunts of Team Blaze. These Ace Grunts are going to use more powerful Pokemon. They might even use a Mega Pokemon at times, but they're going to have fully evolved Pokemon, and these Ace Grunts are sure to give you a run for your money, and you're going to have to heal after the battle. They are going to be a bit tougher than your average Grunt. And as you traverse your way through the rugged and rocky terrain of Stark Mountain, you are going to be able to see the silhouette, the shadow of Moltres moving overhead. You're going to hear Moltres' cry as it reaches the summit of Stark Mountain, as it reaches more towards the top of Stark Mountain and travels closer and closer. And there are going to be wildfires as Team Blaze Ace Grunts try to battle Moltres and weaken it before it gets there. Now you're just about to get to the top. You're just about to see Moltres, see what I'm planning to do with Moltres. However, you're going to be encountered by my team researcher who's been analyzing the path, pattern, and strength of Moltres to give me data on just how strong it is. And you will also battle two admins who are there to protect me, my researcher, and to make sure you don't get in my way. You'll be battling Pyrena and Sozin again, but this time both of them will have new Pokemon. Pyrena is going to have the new Pokemon of Seviper and Florges, replacing her Leafeon and Togekiss. And Sozin is going to replace his Glalie and Drapion with an Abomasnow and a Pyroar. So they're going to be a bit tougher, and they will use Mega Evolution. They will use a Z move each, and they still have the Phoenix Scales and the Phoenix Sash to power up their Pokemon. So you still have a tough, hard knock battle to do before you get to me and to Moltres. You get to the top, beat my admins, and you see me and Moltres. Moltres has landed. I'm just in awe of its power. I monologue a little bit, and I say these words. Ah, Moltres, the grand bird of fire. Its flames are stronger than any other flame on this planet. Surely with its power, I can burn the world of its evil intentions, burn the world and purge it of all its greedy ways, of all of humankind and its selfish desires. Truly, Moltres is the key to this plan. But for you and your friends, it's far too late for you to do anything about it. After that little monologue, it's a bit too late. I've already used my new technology to capture Moltres, and Moltres can't do anything about it, because just like Lawrence III, I think it is, from the second Pokemon movie, that villain, like him and his technology, I use my own technology to capture Moltres, a device known as the Phoenix Wings. These wings allow me to harness the power of this legendary Pokemon. They are also a hold item that work for flying type Pokemon to increase their strength. However, this device latches on to Moltres and I capture it. With it now under my command and with the increased power of my Phoenix Gauntlet, Moltres has no choice but to bow before my might. And with that, I ride upon Moltres and fly away from Stark Mountain. Then my researcher uses teleport to get all the Ace Grunts in the vicinity as well as my admins and my executives out of the vicinity as well. And then I use a powerful flamethrower and burn the land before you to ensure that you don't follow me too quickly. You and your friends put out the flames. However, underneath the flames and ashes, you find a card, an item I left behind in my escape. It's called the Flame Card. The Flame Card allows you to go back to VeilStone City and re-explore my HQ, re-explore the places you couldn't get to before that were locked or hidden or non-accessible. You get to explore all of those. So now that you have this card, it's time to head back to VeilStone City. By exploring my headquarters in VeilStone City to the full extent now, you now learn more about my backstory as to why I am the way I am, but that does not change the fact I'm still evil in my intentions. It does not change the fact that you learn info as to why I need these Pokemon. I need the Lake Trio in order to bend the minds, will, and hearts of all the citizens of the Sinnoh Region so that they listen to me. I need Moltres to crush any opposition. I need the Swords of Justice in order to use their telepathy and their psychic powers in order to bend the will of the people as well, and also to impose intimidation. The Swords of Justice have great morals. Hopefully those morals can be imposed on the people of the region as well. Having now found out my plan, you know that the only thing I'm going to be doing is going to the Unova region in order to fulfill my goal. I head to the port in Acheive City and begin to set sail to Castelia City. So I think this right here is a nifty and amazing dope part of the story, because this is similar to Gold and Silver, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. We get to go to another region in the post game. I mean, it takes a little bit of time, but you guys get to go from Sinnoh to Unova in this story. And on top of it, you don't defeat the evil team in the main game either. We're still doing stuff hardcore in the post game. So anyway, aside from that little comment, back to the story. So, you guys are heading to Acheive City in order to stop me and see if you can stop me before the port is available and the ship is available and before I can even leave. After you get to Acheive City, you know that all my grunts, my admins, everyone's there. We're ready to go. Well, not maybe everyone, but a lot of people in my team. We're on the ship, we're going, and you have no choice. There's nothing you can do. You can't stop me. You're outnumbered in every way imaginable. You are outmatched in every way possible. If you try to battle now, you will be defeated and you won't be able to do a single thing besides just go back to the Pokemon Center, heal up, and watch my plan unfold. So what you do is you sneak aboard the ship. You sneak into the lowest levels of the ship and sneak on board and manage to get yourselves to Unova, to the Unova region, to get to Castelia City. After the ship arrives at the dock in Castelia City, you are still inside the ship. Me and most of my team leaves to go do our evil deeds and get the Swords of Justice. However, some grunts stay behind so that the ship stays guarded. Now this is just an average ship, we really don't care about this ship, but for the time being we do. We need this ship, it can't be taken. So what happens is that you need to sneak off the ship. You gotta get past the grunts somehow. But in the rooms that you have access to, you find a key item. A hold item later on as well. It's called the Phoenix Cape. If a Pokemon holds this Phoenix Cape in battle, it doubles their evasiveness. However, right now, it's a key item that's going to help you escape. However, there's only one at the time, so you, the player, need to use it to knock out the grunts, and this cape allows you to become invisible and sneak past the grunts. It's essentially Harry Potter's Cloak of Invisibility. So you have your own Cloak of Invisibility. I think that's pretty neat. So you manage to find another one for Barry, another one for Dawn, and Barry and Dawn can keep them for themselves. You can keep your own Phoenix Cape, and you manage to sneak off the ship. When you get off the ship, you are able to take your first look at Castelia City and your first look at the Grand Unova region in general. It's a very nice, you take it in, and then you walk by some citizens of the city, and one woman walking by you says that, oh, there's a big rally of people dressed in red and black clothing in the Central Plaza. You know this means one thing: Team Blaze trouble. So it's your job to now head to the Team Blaze rally in the Central Plaza. Dawn and Barry will head there before you, but you, like always, have the option to explore the city to your heart's content before you go to the Central Plaza. You get to the Central Plaza and you'll see a big rally of about 15 Team Blaze grunts, and you'll see Serafina and Demetrio there. This rally is very similar to the rally you see in Accumula Town in Black and White 1, where you see Getsus trying to convince people that, oh, Team Plasma is good and trying to spread their ideals. That's what we're doing here. We're trying to tell you that our cause is noble, it's good, it's just, it's righteous. And the crowd begins to believe me and my grunts. I mean, I'm not there at the moment, but Barry and Dawn are saying no. They're trying to tell the crowd, no, these guys are evil. But Serafina and Demetrio counter and say the opposite, that no, we are good. All we've done is help these people in the time that we've been here so far. And Barry and Dawn just insist on a battle, so you, the player, can choose to fight beside Dawn or Barry, and you will fight Serafina and Demetrio in a double battle. However, that double battle does nothing. It makes no change whatsoever. The people still believe Team Blaze is good. However, you find out from the admins that no matter what you're doing, if you really want to try and stop us, try persuading our leader at the Game Freak building. Now, do they have to tell you that? Not really, but they're just going to. I mean, you gotta move the plot forward. So, you go to the Game Freak building. However, there'll be a cutscene right after that, and it says, it will show you that there'll be a character in a shroud, standing by a bush. This character at the moment is unknown, but this character will have green hair and will mention that, another team of people organizing a rally, trying to spread their ideals and prove that they are right. This is the same thing that happened many years ago in the Unova region. Twice, in fact. Oh man. Things are going to get very interesting very fast. And then he'll disappear. You head to the Game Freak building and rush over to see what could be happening, but then there's another cutscene. This cutscene focuses on me asking the Game Freak developers where the whereabouts of Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion are. I want to know. I asked them pretty nicely that it's for a noble and good cause. I need the whereabouts of the Swords of Justice. They're a little skeptical, but in the end they do tell me where they are located. Virizion in Pinwheel Forest, Terrakion will be in Relic Castle, and then in Mistralton Cave you will find Cobalion. You don't see me get the info, but when you walk in, you'll be told, this guy was just in here, and they'll be like, yeah, we know. Barry will be like, yeah, we know. And so now it's your mission to stop me from getting the Swords of Justice. After that, you'll be greeted by Alder and Bianca. Alder and Bianca in no way, shape, or form trust Team Blaze, as they have seen the same events happen way long ago when Team Plasma was running rampant in Unova Region as well. They do not trust Team Blaze. They know something fishy is going on. And to ask about legendary Pokemon, no. That's evil right there. Alder and Bianca agree to help you, and Alder will even say he just saw a giant Firebird Pokemon going towards Pinwheel Forest past the Sky Arrow Bridge. You will then tell Alder and Bianca that that's actually the legendary Pokemon Moltres that he has gotten control of over in Stark Mountain in the Sinnoh region. Alder will say, I've only heard legends of this. So of course you head to Pinwheel Forest, as you deduct that I'm obviously going for Virizion first. You'll battle trainers along the way, get some experience, and then you will try to stop me from taking Virizion. When you get to Pinwheel Forest, you'll notice everything has gone horribly wrong. The forest has been engulfed in flames, as I have used Moltres to set fire to the entire forest. That way Virizion is unable to escape. I have cornered Virizion in a wall of flames, and it's your mission to navigate through the flames of Pinwheel Forest as Bianca sends out her Swanna in order to use Water Gun and Rain Dance, and maybe Hydro Pump, in order to stop the fire. However, Rain Dance cannot work as Moltres' heat is just far too strong, so Hydro Pump is all you got. So Swanna is doing its thing, you battle the Grunts, Bianca battles the Grunts, and then you will fight the leader of my Flame Division, Serafina, again. You battle Serafina, Bianca takes care of the Grunts, and then out of nowhere, the same guy who was in the Shroud, who overheard the conversation at Game Freak, is now popping up in Pinwheel Forest to protect Virizion. You see him, and he's like, don't worry, I'm here to help. I am there, and I'm about to capture Virizion. I've even developed a new piece of amazing technology just for the occasion, the Phoenix Armor. This armor is specifically for rock, ground, steel, and fighting types in order to increase their power in battle as a hold item. But in this case, I can use it to capture the Swords of Justice and bend their will to mine. I take out my armor and approach Virizion with it. Moltres uses Flamethrower and injures Virizion. The guy who's in the Shroud starts to persuade me not to capture Virizion and to let it go free. Of course I refuse, and Moltres uses Flamethrower and that guy falls back. His Shroud comes off and it is revealed that he is N. N is much older now and has much more experience and is here to help you defeat Team Blaze. However, I capture Virizion, the flames die down, my Grunts and my admin disappear, and it's on to capture Terrakion. After failing to save Virizion, you are now being called with the X-Transceiver with Game Freak, Alder, and Bianca. You are all having a conversation, and the Game Freak developer tells you that he is now going to head to Route 4. He needs to go to Relic Castle. If he's got Virizion, he can use Virizion's power to take down Terrakion. Don't let him get Terrakion. It's now your mission to head to Route 4, traverse the Desert Resort, and traverse into the Relic Castle and protect Terrakion at all costs. You get to Route 4 and notice that again, things are horribly wrong. Things have gone in the worst way possible. The Earth Division is there causing havoc in the Desert Resort. Using their rock, ground, and steel type Pokemon, they have caused the land and the sand to begin shifting and shaking to slow down Terrakion as it gets away. We are in pursuit, hot pursuit of Terrakion, but the Earth Division is getting closer and closer and closer to catching it. This is very similar to the flame tactic used in Pinwheel Forest to capture Virizion. Since N has agreed to help you, you are now helped by Barry, Dawn, Alder, Bianca, and N as you try to protect Terrakion. Terrakion is on the second floor of the Relic Castle, and again you are battling Grunts. You'll end up battling my admin Demetrio and his Pokemon as they have now grown more levels since the last time you saw him. But you are unable to defend Terrakion. Terrakion is already under my control with Phoenix armor, and I've used Virizion to weaken it. And with the boosted power of the Phoenix armor, Terrakion is unable to defend against my power. But before I leave, I have my team admin of the Earth Division, Demetrio, use its Aggron to use Rock Slide and cause a Rock Slide to come down in the Relic Castle and make you unable to escape. And with that sand coming in, you have limited time to escape. But me and my grunts are able to escape scot-free. Now with 2 of the 3 swords of justice under my control, all I need now is Cobalion. However, before I leave and pretty much leave you left for dead in the Relic Castle, I say, don't worry, your troubles have only just begun. For soon, me and my team will take to the skies in the mightiest of ships to ever set foot in the skies of the Unova Region. The same ship that struck fear into the heart of every Unova citizen. After that, Alder becomes more concerned than ever about what I'm planning. However, your main priority is to escape the Relic Castle. Fortunately, either Alder, Bianca, somebody is going to have a Pokemon I know is dig and is going to be able to get you guys out of there safely just in time. After that, the X-Transceiver is going to ring and the Game Freak developer will tell you that the Stralton Cave is the location of Cobalion. That is where it's staying. Please get there as fast as you can. However, with Alder's concern for the plan I'm plotting, he knows that there's only a handful of ships that I could be referring to. And by Arceus, Alder hopes he's dead wrong about what I'm plotting. He runs off and sees if he can stop this himself. Now that you need to protect Cobalion at all costs, otherwise things go horribly wrong afterwards and I will succeed. You head to Nimbasa City, head to Driftveil City, past the Driftveil drawbridge. When you get to Nimbasa City, you can already see that I've been starting to affect the citizens of the Unova region. I've already gotten my grasp upon Nimbasa City. The people believe I'm doing good deeds. Even Elisa, the gym leader, shortly after arriving there will reveal herself to you and say that if you can beat her in a battle, she'll agree to help you, because at this time there's no point in trying to change the minds of the Nimbasa citizens. However, you will defeat Elisa and she'll agree to help you. Then you get to Driftveil City where my influence is still there, just not as strong as in Nimbasa City. However, you can't make a scene, otherwise you'll be seen as troublemakers and the people will not trust you at all. Then, when you get to Driftveil City, you will meet Clay, the gym leader there. Clay will be very suspicious of Team Blaze. He will even say that the last time people went around parading in Unova in suits, he said it didn't end so well for the region. So Clay is more than happy to help you take down Team Blaze. Hearing this makes Barry extremely happy. Now that you got 2 Unovan gym leaders by your side, you've got way more firepower to go stop a Team Blaze. So you go past Driftveil City to Route 6 and begin to make your way to Mistralton Cave. As you get closer to Mistralton Cave, you'll see me and my grunts of the Thunder Division, as well as my Thunder admin Alicia, trying to take down Cobalion, and we're chasing it in hot pursuit. I'm also on Moltres using Flamethrower, trying to attack it. But Cobalion is cornered in the cave. I put Moltres into its Pokeball, and you continue to search through the cave to see where Cobalion has run off to, but by the time you get there, I've already cornered it using Terrakion and Virizion. Cobalion attempts to use its telepathy to communicate with the other 2 Swords of Justice to see if it can persuade them and break them free of my grasp. To no avail, it fails. Since I haven't captured Cobalion yet, you then battle Alicia, my Thunder admin. Then by defeating my Thunder admin, you and I have a battle. I say that I'll deal with you myself. I'm sick of you interfering in my plans. You are such a nuisance, you child! So, we have a battle. It's a 4-on-4 battle, and again, I'm using much different Pokemon than you've seen me use before. This time around, I've got a Shiftry, Walrein, Sylveon, and Incineroar to take you down with. However, you'll defeat me like always, and I'll be mad about it. But by the time our battle ends, Terrakion and Virizion have already worn down Cobalion, which allows me to take my 3rd set of Phoenix armor and capture Cobalion. However, with Cobalion being the last remaining Sword of Justice, it was protecting Keldeo all this time. With the dangers attacking Unova, Keldeo needed protecting. However, with all 3 swords under my control, Keldeo is defenseless. It's scared and it's frightened. Keldeo looks at Cobalion and Cobalion stares right back. Cobalion is angry. It's under my control. It can't think for itself. Keldeo is very scared. It tries to use its secret sword technique to break the 3 Swords of Justice free from my grasp, but it fails since it can't use that move because it hasn't mastered it yet. And with the Swords of Justice under my control, Keldeo will never master that move. Bianca defends the defenseless Keldeo, and I look at Keldeo and I say, defend that Pokemon all you want. It means nothing to me right now. With no secret sword technique of it, I have no use for it. I then say this: it's time for me to head back to the Sinnoh region and finish what I started. After that, I head back to Castelia City so I can head back to the Sinnoh region. Now you must really hurry up and stop me. The clock is ticking down. There is a time limit. This is the doomsday countdown. I get back to Castelia City, and when I get back, I have the most pleasant surprise. Remember when Alder said I will soon take my team into the skies of the mightiest ships ever? The one that struck fear into Unova long ago? Well, I had my Grunt stay back at the Castelia docks and fully repair the Team Plasma Frigate. My team is now in control of this mighty ship, and we are about to take to the skies. I send out Moltres from its Pokeball, and it's time to do some damage. The sky is glowing red as if the final episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender are about to commence. What ends up happening is the plan is about to take shape. Alder unfortunately was unable to stop my team Grunts from repairing the ship and taking control of this mighty frigate. Every member of my team that has traveled to Unova is back aboard this ship, and our ship begins to ascend into the sky so we can head back to Unova and finally fulfill my vision. When you, Dawn, Barry, and Bianca, Clay, and Elisa all get back to Castelia City, Barry and Dawn will say, "What is that?" as they have never seen this monstrosity in their entire lives. But Bianca will be horrified just like the rest of the Castelia citizens. She'll be horrified as she knows far too well what this mechanical monstrosity is. She knows full well what happened the last time this ship was used and what it did to Unova. And knowing that I need to be stopped at all costs, Barry and all of the other people helping you, the player, on this journey, send out various Pokemon. And let me go over the teams real quick of Dawn, Barry, and Bianca in this story, as well as Alder. They're a bit modified to my liking, and they're just a bit different. So this is what they have. Dawn, for instance, will have a Piplup, Togekiss, Quilava, Mamoswine, Pachirisu, and now a Lopunny. So her team resembles the one she has in the anime to a T, except for having Lopunny, which is going to Mega Evolve later on. Barry is going to have Heracross, Staraptor, Empoleon, Roserade, Gallade, which can Mega Evolve, and a Magnezone. So switching up his team a little bit. Alder's going to have Bouffalant, Braviary, Golurk, Volcarona, Krookodile, and Druddigan. So pretty powerful team there, all Unova Pokemon. And Bianca is going to have Musharna, Swanna, Mienshao, Stoutland, Ambor, and Cinccino. So this is a pretty similar team, but again, I modified all of these teams to fit my liking and to fit this story to make it a bit better. Now, back to the story. So, they send out various Pokemon to fly up, and we have Golurk, Braviary, we have Togekiss, we have Staraptor, everyone's flying up to stop me and to stop the ship, to take it down, land it into the docks. However, it's all futile. My admins, with their fully evolved Pokemon, takes down all of your Pokemon, and Moltres uses Overheat to knock all your Pokemon back down to the ground. But you and I stare intently at each other. You know I have to be taken down, but I know I will not be stopped, and I refuse to lose again. Knowing I need to be stopped, you ask for the assistance of one Pokemon, Alder's Golurk. You ask it to give you a lift up as I land down on my Frigate with Moltres beside me. You get a lift up to Golurk, and now here comes a little fun minigame. So in this minigame, what you need to do is you need to dodge the oncoming attacks from me and my team admins. More so my team admins, as I'm trying to conserve the power of my Pokemon for when we fight. So after you dodge all the attacks and the minigame is completed, you land aboard the Frigate with Golurk. Then you and I have a battle as I say, this is the last stand. This is where your journey against me ends. This is where we will part ways, and I will never see you again. We have two back-to-back double battles for the sake of plot progression. I send out Umbreon and Espeon, a callback to Pokemon Coliseum where you can use Umbreon and Espeon. And I then send out Hawlucha and Weavile. However, you will defeat them, and I'm gonna be mad about it like always. I'm gonna be a little salty about that. However, even though you defeat me, what's gonna end up happening is something that normally doesn't happen in the Pokemon games. What's gonna happen is, even though you win, the game is going to be set to act as if you lost, and you are going to be blasted off the ship. Blasted off the ship by whatever Pokemon, is happened to be there. I don't know, it's probably not gonna be mine, probably gonna be like an admin. Could be Moltres that blasts you off. You are blasted off the ship, caught by Golurk, and land down on the Castelia docks. You were unable to stop me from getting the pieces of the puzzle for my plan that I needed here in Unova. You were unable to stop me, and you are blasted down. Now that I've succeeded, I laugh very maniacally. You foolish children! Did you really think you will be able to stop me? I have a legendary Pokemon. My technology and my Pokemon are far more superior than yours. Now, it is time for me and my disciples, my prodigy. Me and Team Blaze will head back to the Sinnoh region and finish what we started. Now, it is time for us to head back to Sinnoh, and my vision will be fulfilled. And now that you are helpless, powerless, you have no leads, you now need to figure out some way to get back to the Sinnoh region. After that, Alder will say to you, he will find a way home for you guys, as Barry and Dawn have no idea how they'll be getting home. They are stuck, and they're very scared right now. They're very, very scared, as they're so far away from home. However, since this story has a bit of an Avatar: The Last Airbender influence, the red sky still lingers, and you hear a Pokemon crying, "Come from over the horizon." You look into the distance, and you can't quite see what it is. You can't quite tell. It looks like a giant Pokemon, but then you realize someone's riding it. And as it gets closer and closer, you realize it's Marlin, the water-type gym expert from Unova City, riding a giant Wailord. He comes over, and he's going to be the way you get home. When Marlin arrives, you immediately tell him what happened. He saw the red sky from Unova City and came over to see what was happening, but he got there too late. After you tell him what happens, he is shocked beyond belief, as Alder, Bianca, Clay, Elisa, and Marlin never thought an incident like this would happen for quite a while. It is too soon for this to be happening again. You tell him you've got no way to get back home, but Marlin is more than happy to help. So Marlin, what he does is he has his Wailord summon 2 or 3 more Wailord from the ocean, and they are going to give you a lift back to the Sinnoh region. This is inspired from the Mantine Surf feature in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where you can ride a Mantine to the different islands. So in this case, you're going to ride Wailord between the regions. This is also inspired from that moment in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where Toph and Sokka and Suki, I believe, had to ride that water lizard from the Earth Kingdom to the Fire Nation. When you get back to the Sinnoh region, you'll arrive in Acheive City. When you get there, a man will rush up to you saying that he's seen a giant flying bird Pokemon of fire flying to Mount Coronet, as well as a giant ship going to Mount Coronet. So I am clearly going to be finishing my brainwashing scheme and my dastardly plans from Mount Coronet, similar to Team Galactic. But then you'll be greeted by Champion Cynthia, as she has also seen the giant ship flying by. And with that, you are back in the Sinnoh region, and it's time to stop Team Blaze once and for all. It's time to stop their evil plans and see what's going on. It's time to take down Moltres, rescue these legendary Pokemon, and stop me once and for all. However, if you want to find out how I get stopped, stay tuned for part 4 of the Team Blaze storyline. So guys, that is part 3. We have traveled through the Unova region, explored more of Sinnoh. Legendary Pokemon are caught and captured and need to be saved. And my oh my, this story is really getting interesting, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it. And if you've been enjoying it, please leave a like on this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon to join the Champion Squad so you don't miss part 4, the climactic finale of the Team Blaze storyline. If you really want to know what happens and how I get defeated, or maybe I don't because I've got legendary Pokemon and you haven't stopped me up until this point. Like, I really haven't been stopped up until now. Or really, I haven't been stopped at all. Also, Pokemon Champions, if you wish to become a Team Blaze Grunt yourself and join me on my team, then if you head down to the top of the description down below, there will be a link to a form I've made in Google where you can actually fill out some questions, fill out some multiple choice stuff, put maybe a bit of your personality in there as well, and you can actually sign up and become a Team Blaze Grunt today. So if you want to join me on Team Blaze and that's something you're interested in, then make sure you head down to the top of the description down below, fill out the form, and join me on Team Blaze. But if you're curious to see what's going on, then stay tuned for part 4. Again, thanks so much for watching and continuing this series with me, and until the next time, as I did, I hope you train hard, and until next time, I'm going to catch you guys later.